Number 1. Toyota Corolla 2003 to 2013. The Corolla is the car you buy when you never want to think about your car again. The 1.8-liter engine, especially the 1ZZFE, is a mechanical cockroach. It doesn't die. It doesn't ask for much. Just basic oil changes and it'll run until the paint fades and the seats turn to dust. It's not flashy. You're not winning races. But reliability? Top tier. These things start in winter, don't overheat in summer, and cost next to nothing to maintain. The AC works forever. The transmission shifts smooth even after 200,000 plus miles. And when something does wear out, every part is cheap and everywhere. This is the car your mechanic will tell you to buy because he doesn't want to see you again. Number 2. Honda Civic 2006 to 2011. This generation Civic is peak commuter. The R18 engine is one of Honda's most low-maintenance motors ever. It runs quiet, sips fuel, and forgives neglect. Miss an oil change? It shrugs. Let it idle for 30 minutes in traffic every day? No sweat. The interior is solid, the plastics don't disintegrate, and the electronics are almost never an issue. If you get the manual, you're set for life. The clutch goes the distance, and the gearbox is tight even after years of abuse. People beat on these cars, lower them, slap a muffler on, and they still outlast flashier builds. If reliability had style points, the Civic would be untouchable. Number 3. Toyota Camry 2002 to 2006. Want something bigger, quieter, and still built like a tank? Go Camry. This era came with the 2.4-liter 2AZFE, one of the most overbuilt 4-cylinder Toyotas ever made. You can drive it hard every day, ignore it for a year, come back, and it starts on the first crank. You get soft suspension, a huge trunk, and that classic Toyota silence at 70 miles per hour. It's not exciting, but when you're sitting in traffic after a 12-hour shift, exciting isn't the goal. Dependability is. These are the cars that Uber drivers rack up 300,000 plus miles in without rebuilding a thing. Cheap to run, boring to own, impossible to kill. Number 4. Lexus LS 400, 1990 to 1997. This car wasn't built. It was engineered to flex on Germany. Toyota spent $1 billion designing the LS 400 to prove they could do luxury better and more reliably than anyone else. And they nailed it. The 4.0-liter V8 is smooth, silent, and practically immortal. It's rear-wheel drive, built like a bank vault, and full of 90s electronics that still work today. The timing belt is the only real maintenance you need to worry about, and even that's once every 90,000 miles. The leather holds up, the paint holds up, the car holds up. If you want a baller car on a budget that'll never leave you stranded, the LS 400 is a living legend. Number 5. Honda Accord 2003 to 2007. The Accord has always been the Civic's bigger, more grown-up sibling, and this gen is pure gold. The 2.4-liter K24 engine is smooth, powerful for a 4-cylinder, and absolutely built to last. You'll see these cars with 250,000 plus miles still idling steady and shifting smooth. The V6 models have known transmission issues, but the 4-cylinder, zero drama. Brakes, tires, oil. That's it. Interiors are surprisingly upscale, road noise is minimal, and the suspension is soft enough for long drives but tough enough for beat-up roads. If you want something a little classier than a Civic but just as reliable, the Accord is it. Number 6. Ford Crown Victoria. This is the grandpa of reliability. Built for cops, built for taxis, built to survive 12-hour shifts and high-speed curbs. The 4.6-liter V8 isn't fast, but it's bomb-proof. Idle it for hours, floor it for minutes, doesn't care. The chassis is body-on-frame like a truck, which means it can take hits and keep rolling. Interiors are bare bones but tough. Repairs? Dirt cheap. Every part is available. And because they made millions of them, you'll always find spares. It's big, slow, and feels like a couch on wheels, but it's a couch that will never break. Number 7. Toyota Yaris, 2006 to 2011. The Yaris is the Corolla's baby brother. Smaller, lighter, but just as impossible to kill. The 1.5-liter engine is gutless. but it revs clean and runs forever. These things are dead simple. No turbos, no complex sensors, just an engine, a basic auto or 5-speed manual, and 4 wheels. It's the car you can ignore, skip services, miss oil changes, never wash it, and it still gets you to work. You'll get insane gas mileage, near zero maintenance costs, and a car that survives the worst treatment. It's the kind of car you can hand down to a teenager and then to their younger sibling 5 years later. Number 8. Mazda 3, 2004 to 2009. The first-gen Mazda 3 is the underdog of this list. It's not as famous as the Corolla or Civic, but it deserves just as much respect. The base 2.0-liter engine is bulletproof. The 2.3-liter has a bit more punch but needs a little more care. Either way, you're getting solid power, decent handling, and a surprising amount of driving feel. What makes the Mazda 3 stand out is that it actually feels fun. Tight steering, quick response. It drives like a car that should cost more, and yet nothing breaks. As long as you don't live in a rust belt, the body holds up, the suspension lasts, and the electronics rarely glitch. It's the enthusiast's commuter car, and it won't quit on you. Number 9. Pontiac Vibe/Toyota Matrix, 2003 to 2008. Weird collaboration? Yeah. Brilliant result? Absolutely. Underneath that Pontiac badge is pure Toyota. The Vibe and Matrix are built on the same platform as the Corolla, which means you get all the legendary durability with more practicality. Hatchback layout, fold flat seats, tons of room, easy to drive. The 1.8-liter engine doesn't burn oil. The 5-speed manual feels solid. Even the automatics hold up. You'll see these things with 200,000 to 250,000 miles, still delivering groceries and hauling gear with zero drama. Nobody brags about owning one, but nobody regrets it either. Number 10. Honda Fit, 2007 to 2013. The Fit is tiny, but don't let that fool you. This car punches way above its weight. The 1.5-liter engine revs happy, rarely fails, and runs lean. But the magic's in the interior. Honda's Magic Seat setup lets you haul gear like you're in an SUV. Bikes, TVs, furniture, it all fits. On the road, the Fit is quick, nimble, and shockingly fun for a commuter. It's light, efficient, and ultra-dependable. If you can find a manual, even better, it adds real driving feel. Want a car that's cheap to run, cheap to fix, and never says no? The Fit is the one-car solution to a dozen daily problems. Number 11. Subaru Forester, 2003 to 2008, 2.5-liter non-turbo only. Let's close strong with a curveball. The early Subaru Forester, especially the 2.5X models without the turbo, is an underrated champ when it comes to rugged reliability. You get Subaru's classic symmetrical all-wheel drive, solid ground clearance, and that tank-like wagon body that handles bad weather like a beast. Now, here's the key. Skip the turbo. The naturally aspirated 2.5-liter EJ25 is a solid motor if you stay ahead of two things: head gaskets and timing belt. Once those are handled, you're looking at a car that eats up snowy drives, muddy back roads, and road trips without blinking. Tons of cargo space, super versatile, and built for abuse. It's the kind of car you can load with camping gear, dogs, and bad decisions, and it'll still bring you home. These aren't dream cars, they're survival machines, built to run, built to be ignored, and built to outlast the flashy hype rides that spend more time in limp mode than on the road. If you've got one of these in your driveway, respect. If you're hunting for your next ride, now you know what actually lasts. And if you want a breakdown of drivers who act like the rules don't apply to them, check out Every BMW Driver Explained. You already know the type: tailgating, no blinkers, full send, always. Hit that next, you'll feel seen.